give us a little bit more detail. So you get through South by. Now you've got 4 guys, right? You're a team of 4.
Yeah.
And you then do you move? You're back up here to San Francisco.
We had this great idea in the beginning that it was like. So what we did is we sat down in San Antonio and we basically made the list of the 5 people that each of us had ever worked with that we would love to work with again, like the superstars. And right, if you think about it, right, it's actually hard to come up with like 5 amazing people that you've worked with who could be helpful on what you're working on. Hard to get to 5, right? I think a couple of us only got to 3. And then we made the list of the 3 people in the world who we have no relation to that we'd like to get involved in this thing. And that was the one that Meg ended up being number 1 on the list. And we started calling those people.
Did you call her Megan?
No, Meg.
Meg, okay.
Meg,
Sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
So, no, yeah. And we started calling those people and being like, hey, dude, we need help. I think in the process of building this company last year, we've shut down like 3 or 4 companies because people were running their own company, and we talked them into spinning that down and coming to be a part of this.
Awesome.
And so we just went to work. It was like we want to release this as fast as possible. We need a designer. We need another developer. We actually know we need someone who can develop mobile. We don't want to do that right now, so like we'll outsource it to some Russians or whatever, right? And it was like fast. Everything was fast, and yeah, that's pretty much was the deal. And at the same time, we started thinking, like, we started realizing marketplaces are hard companies to build. Like, it's not like a nice social app where you like hit the right loop and it takes care of itself. Like, that ain't how marketplaces work, right? Yeah. You got to make supply and demand work. You got to have something there for both parties, all this kind of stuff. And so we realized we're going to need some of that, and we started getting some young, like 22-year-olds who were graduating college and people who just wanted to like be involved and hustle and stuff. We put them all on 2 and 3 month contracts in the beginning because they weren't on those lists of 5 people. And the ones that ended up not being a great fit, like their contract just ended and like have a nice day. And the ones who ended up being a great fit, like Eric, are like a part of this ride.
So I mean, I it's a really clever idea to get smart people into your company, but how do you actually close those people? I mean, it's one thing to write it down like, oh, these are the best people I've ever worked with. It's a whole nother ballgame to like actually convince that person to stop whatever it is cool that they're doing, shut down their company even, and then join Zaarly. How do you do that?
Yeah, I had a lot of those conversations.
Was it?
I think a couple things. I think one is like we're really clear on what we're trying to do. This is not a company that has pivots in its life. Like there's no pivot in this company, right? Like we know exactly what we're trying to get done. I don't know if we're going to get it done or not, but if we do, like we're not trying to build a company that we sell for $200 million to Facebook. Like we're trying to build a $50 billion company, like our generation's eBay. And like everyone is very clear on that. This is like a swing for the fences play, and like maybe we die trying, or like maybe we get it done. Like I don't really know, but it is a boil the ocean, like do something massive. And I don't care, as cheesy as it sounds, like it doesn't matter what anybody says, like people want meaning in what they're doing. And part of it, what we do is like, there's magic in what this company does, right? Like we do, like the first order benefit is very simple. Like people get what they want, right? Like whoop-de-doo, that's what you get on all markets. It's nice when it happens conveniently, you meet a new person. The magic of this is the second order benefit is like we create a no excuses employment market where anybody who wants work, anybody who wants to make money for stuff they currently have, can opt in. But it only works like at scale, right? So like you sell the vision and then you make it sound believable. But a lot of it was that like people really trusted us starting this company, and like I mean, I'm
because
still
of those
grateful.
10 years, right?
I think partly because of the 10 years. I think partly because all of us walked away from stuff that was pretty damn awesome to do this. Like this was not, we were not dudes looking to just start a company. We were not looking to like grass is greener on the other side. I loved my job. Like I loved it. My wife was 6 months pregnant with our first baby. I gave away $100 million a year to help the startup ecosystem work better. Like that's like a fairy tale life, right? And like in a weekend, I was like, bye-bye, I'm going to do this other thing. And I actually think that carried a lot of weight with people. Like people were like, damn, like he must believe what he's doing.
Yeah, he's either crazy or he's
and,
right.
And that's like yet to be determined still. But like, right, like enough people believed it that we have like a pretty fucking amazing team now. So
well, at what point did you hit that like where you really believe that it was something that big? Now you talked about on Saturday as you're working on
2 p.m. Saturday startup weekend.
That's when it hit you.
Yep, and it hasn't changed one tiny bit since. Like we're doing the exact same thing we set out to do that day, which is weird, right? Like I've never seen a company like that before, and right, like you could take the other side of this and be like, dude, if you're not open to having to pivot or whatever, like blah 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 blah, like you shoot yourself in the foot. Like that's not this company. Like this what we're working on, 100% chance is going to work. Whether or not we're the guys to do it and really pull it off and build a huge company, I don't know. Timing could be wrong, whatever. With all, like, definitely for sure, this will work though. Like, hopefully now.
But you're saying that you guys will spend every ounce of effort and energy that you have at Zaarly to make this idea work, and if it doesn't work, then then
whatever. It was like
it's
a
not gonna
great
happen.
experience,
Yeah.
like in the frothiest bubble shit of all time. Like we got to build like a high profile company and have like amazing people involved, and like Ashton Kutcher calls me every 2 weeks and like, what? A People magazine, like divorces, like impact my company. Like what the hell is that, right? Like, everybody in this company is signed up for like the ride and the experience as much as they are like the outcome and whatever. Like I don't, there's no one at Zaarly who sits around thinking about like how much money they make when we sell to eBay. Like that's not this company.
Yeah.
This is a company that like knows the world should work differently than it does today, and like believes with everything in it that like what we're working on is the thing that's going to enable that. And like, there's like 40 of us now, right? Like now we just need like 400 million of us and we're ready to go. So we're like partway there, 6 orders of magnitude off.